Hello again, and a happy Mother's Day to all the mums, nanas, influential women out there. And for more mums, I hope you're a bit spoilt today, even though it's not a normal Mother's Day at all this year. In fact, Mother's Day last year was the first Sunday of lockdown, and I have to say, I'd never have dreamt that a year on we'd still be in the same situation, but hopefully it's not much longer. It's been a strange week too, a week that will probably resonate with mums, women and children everywhere. The revelations by Prince Harry and Meghan Markle have been in the headlines all week, causing much division of opinion. I've been reading and watching with a mixture of despair and sadness. It's not too long ago that Caroline Flack took her own life, and the saying, "if you can be anything, be kind," became a phrase that we all shared, and we hoped lessons would be learned, that we might become a kinder society. And yet this week, so many of people have been anything but kind. And so many people have posted very difficult thoughts in varying types of media, which is really sad. I don't quite understand how so many people can lack empathy. None of us know what happens to others, how they interpret how people behave towards them. If those typing or speaking critical comments could see the effect they have, well, because it's so easy to be unkind, isn't it, when we don't have to see how our words and opinions hurt others. Sometimes I think being kind is just saying nothing. Of course, many people have also spoken up in support of Meghan and Harry and recognised the difficult lives they have had. Whoever watched the funeral of Princess Diana will remember seeing her two beautiful but young sons walking behind their mother's coffin in the sight of so many people around the world. How could their mother's death not have long-term effects? How can the behaviour of the media of that time not cause fear in her children now? And of course this week, a young woman was murdered while just walking home, again raising the profile of the way many women can feel so vulnerable. As a mum with a daughter living in London on her own and often walking home alone, it's made me worry so much more again. I myself have been randomly attacked in the street a couple of times in broad daylight. Nothing as serious as this latest crime, obviously. However, it has made me nervous of walking alone since, and I resonate with the feelings of so many other women who walk holding tight to their keys and mobile phones if they have to walk by themselves. But women are now beginning to tell their stories and sharing the issues of safety and worry. Women are finding a voice. But more than women, hopefully all people are finding their voice. What gives me great hope is that all people can now express their feelings and thoughts and can be heard. We have a much more accepting society in more ways. There's more awareness of the ways that people can be made to feel unworthy, unsafe, unheard, unloved and cared for, whatever their gender. I wish in a way we could go back in time and not have social media. Much as I enjoy sometimes looking at Facebook and sending messages to my family and friends, I too, in my role of priest, have been on the wrong end of attacks via social media and have suffered the stress of people being able to put out totally incorrect, misleading, malicious information out into the virtual world. And it's horrendous. But I've had nothing as bad as some of these high-profile people have to tolerate. Fortunately, for me, my life has been much shaped by my understanding of experience of God, and by my favourite book of the Bible, a letter written by St. John, the much-beloved disciple of Jesus. This short letter tells us about love, the love of God. John tells us that God is truly love, and that we're only able to love at all because he loves us. As a mother, my love for my children is unconditional, and I know that is how God's love is for us, but much more so. It's much greater than any of us can possibly imagine, and certainly more than I, or any of us, as humble human beings, can possibly offer. God's love has been with us before we were born, and that love continues in our lives and beyond. And we're all called to be people of love, sharing the love that God lavishes on us. People who are kind, caring and thoughtful. So today I hope that everyone will feel blessed and loved this Sunday, because we're all children of a God who is a perfect mother and father to each one of us. Amen.